Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another video of ours, and I'm happy to be joined by Allie Wilde by Exnilo Studios, the creators of STRAND, a lovely. How much? In fact, that's actually one of my first questions to you. Actually, is what exactly is STRAND? Tell me about it.
Hi, yeah, amazing question. So, Strand is our upcoming puzzle adventure sci-fi experience or game. We're planning to launch it later this year. Basically, it starts out where you are a writer and a physicist on board a space station. And you're kind of just dropped here, not totally sure what's happening, but you are tasked to move about the space station and investigate a planet called Vesta as humanity's potential next home.
Awesome. First of all, Ali, I hope you're having a great day. How was your day? How's your day going?
It's good. It's good. It's still getting a little snow up here in northern Ontario, but that's all right.
I'm based in Toronto as well, and it's snowing. It's honestly, I was calling it Christmas Day because the day of the recording is Nintendo Switch 2 news, and everyone's all excited. And literally, when they announce it, it starts snowing. I'm like, oh, it is Christmas Day. Okay, this is kind of neat. This is kind of real surreal and everything. So, but I'm not surprised. Being Canadian, snowing in April, just another day for us, honestly. How did the studio come to be?
Yeah, great. Great question. Actually, the studio right now is literally just a team of 3. Myself,
Insane.
the PR lead. I know, so small, right? So I do PR, but we've got 2 guys who work on the game, so developers. And they met in Montreal, I want to say like almost 2 years ago at an apartment viewing, funny enough. Like just looking at somewhere to live, they met up, hit it off, and we're chatting over Discord. And from there, Strand was born.
That is crazy. Well, how did that come up? Just like they were trapped in an apartment and they're like, hey, you know what? This would be a good game to make. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, I think Alex was looking for an apartment and Antec was in one, the 2 developers. And so it was one of their places that was being viewed. And they just kind of like hit it off and were chatting about games and noticed they had a lot in common, had a lot of like similar inspirations and liked playing the same types of things. And I think it just formed a friendship that, took place a lot of time over Discord. And it kind of was almost serendipitous. And it was just the natural next step to start working on a game together. And they got quite far along before they found me and I joined the team. But it's really cool that it 100% started as like a random meeting and it created a friendship, a studio, and a game.
The same way how you're just plopped into the game. Because I did try the demo, and the demo just throws you in there and like it doesn't tell you what to do. You literally have to look like you get the pass to like be nosy and snoop around because you're like, okay, where do I go next type of way. And it's kind of neat that it all started off with 2 friends or 2 people meeting up from an apartment and just being like, hey, we should make a game together. How did that happen? Like, what's their background?
Yeah, so it's actually interesting. Everyone at Exnilo has had quite a lot of experience in the games industry or adjacent. Antec has had, I want to say 13 years in the video game industry. And Alex is, I want to say between 7 and 10 years in VFX. So not 100% exactly related, but they both obviously can work on games. And they came from that. And I came from more of like executive assistant and PR background. So everyone has their own sort of specialties and all cross industries too. So there's like music industry, gaming industry, film. All of us kind of came together and now we're working on this project together.
That is crazy. So as for you, what is like your favorite game of all time?
Oh,
you're and like it doesn't if you have more than one, that's fine. If you just want to, I will give you a pass. I know that's like a little question just snuck onto you. So
it's a great question. Well, the obligatory answer is obviously Strand is my favorite game. But outside of Strand, which you should totally play if you haven't. But outside of Strand, I would say I'm a big Skyrim fan personally. Like Worlds is great for me. I really love that. And being Switch Nintendo Direct Day, I'm also a big Switch and Nintendo fan. Animal Crossings, love that. Love Mario Kart. So that's a little bit my personal thing, but I think the guys have a very wide range of taste and maybe don't play as many Animal Crossing type games as I would play.
Hey, Animal Crossing, when the time came out, it was there for me when I definitely needed it, and it took over Basically the world. Let's just be honest here.
Yeah, 100%. It was probably the only way to get like a good social interaction still happening
Yep.
when it came out, and also just like a little bit of escapism. I don't know if, because you said you're Toronto, right? Like small
Yes.
apartments and not really anywhere to
Yep.
go. You kind of felt like you got, I guess, that escapism or somewhere else to be when you were playing Animal Crossing. So
In a time where I was so used to like traveling everywhere, and then like the only time I could do is just travel to different people's islands at that time. So it definitely helped out a lot.
I wish I was traveling to real islands, but
yes, exactly. Yeah, no, I agree. So you guys also recently, I should say, surpassed 10K wish list on Steam as well. Congratulations on that. And how was the reception with the team?
Thank you. Yeah, it was a huge milestone for us. We were super excited to hit the 10K. I think a big part of that for us was the A Game Expo, as well as things like Quebec's game celebration and demo nights. They kind of all hit around the same time for us, which was a huge boost to not only our wish list, but our socials. For the team, it was great because this was the first time a lot of people got to see Strand or got to hear about Exnilo in general.
Yeah.
And it gave us the chance to hear from players directly for the first time. And like we got to make some changes, some quick hot fixes on the demo, and also implement some new ideas for the full launch later. So it was cool, not only for our own milestones, but also to truly hear from our fans for the first time. That's so invaluable.
Awesome. And how was the A Expo? How was that like real person engagement? Like what was the feedback?
Oh my gosh, I loved it. This was the first time I got to go to an event that was so targeted at Canadian and indies. So for me, amazing. Love that. Would hope to see more of it. And I can't wait for the A Expo next year. But it was really great to, like, you met so many people that you might not have had the chance to interface with otherwise. Getting to learn from other developers, like having that talent in the room is so valuable. You can go ask a question or get a suggestion or maybe an idea on your game, right? So that was like huge for us, but also just getting to know some of the podcast people around. That was something that I didn't expect to see at the A Expo, but for us was a great tool. We're marketing Strand with literally no budget at all. And the best way to do that is by making relationships. And so A Expo was definitely a good opportunity for me to network and meet more people and share the game.
So you're doing an amazing job here. I know I was supposed to give you some questions. I was like, I'm going to just kind of swerve it there, but you already know what my next question is going to be. And you already mentioned that you did this with zero budget. How is this possible? How is so many people talking about this game first of all, this game is very beautiful. I don't know how a team of 3 even can make this. I can barely make a circle on paper. How is this even possible?
Oh, it's an amazing question. And to like add to it, it's actually being made by 2 guys. Like I don't make the game. I don't touch the game. I just market it. So
hey, your name's in the credits. That counts. Okay.
But mentioning the credits is actually really interesting because that's a way that we are able to market this game for no budget. We're partnering with creative people, content creators in really interesting ways where maybe there's an Easter egg in game for them, or maybe it's a credit in game if someone is maybe testing something for us, or if you find a bug online, we'll put your name in the game. So we're really trying to find creative ways to give value back to potential partners and content creators, but also fans who are checking out the demo early. Like there's a true gift that we want to give back to you in terms of putting their name in the game, because we can't make Strand with literally 2 people if someone else doesn't maybe hop in and check out and let us know what's working and what's not working. So that's one of the ways that we're doing it. And Easter eggs is definitely another big piece for that. So if someone maybe partners, there's a lot of books in the game. So maybe find a book cover if you partner with us. So there's lots of different ways we can give our partners value. But I think we're just trying to be very creative with it because
it is cool. That's so awesome. Allie, you're doing a great job with this. Like you're making this like, I'm like, oh, that's my question already answered and everything. Like you're jumping the gun. Slow down a little bit, okay? You're true to your name, Wild. I see it. But what is something that you've seen with creators online that play the demo and stream it online?
Oh, I love seeing the different ways that people are approaching puzzles. So sometimes the answer is not totally obvious. And I'm impressed watching people stream I've seen people go maybe to the comments and work with people who are streaming with them to solve a puzzle. Maybe they're going onto our Steam page and kind of hopping into the discussion there. We've also got a Discord channel, so there's a lot of collaboration that happens there for solving puzzles.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that's cool. And also, like, just love the general click, trial and error until something sticks. Like, I've seen a little bit of that. So that also totally works. And it's neat because there's certain puzzles in the game that, like, I did not solve on my first try. I struggled so hard. Okay. And then seeing some of my friends get on there and solve it in like 2 seconds, that's so fun to watch. Like, how are you thinking about it where I didn't think about it that way? So it's kind of cool from that perspective. And it also kind of, I don't know, like really warps and bends your brain to solve these puzzles. So I enjoy watching people do that.
Absolutely. So it shows that, no, it shows like the range of the game of how like different ways you could tackle one problem. Like there's not always like one definitive answer. There's many ways of getting to that answer. There's not many paths to getting to that one answer. So there's many ways. So you could find out the answer in many ways. I know for me with the vault, I was like, well, I know, like I checked the email and I was like, I know this is the answer, but like, why is it not accepting it? And then I figured out like, oh, you had to reset it. Okay, you had to reset it. And yeah. So it was pretty neat to deal with that as well. So I also wanted to know, so actually now that you mentioned, what is like, do you guys normally challenge each other of like, hey, try this puzzle out here, let's see how strong this puzzle is? Like how is the whole birth of the puzzle for you guys coming up for this game?
Yeah, so it's quite iterative.
Are you just the guinea pig? They're like just always like, all right, Allie, day 430. You're like, oh no, please guys, I'm tired.
Yeah. Loop infinity at this point. But yeah, no, it's truly like they will use me as the guinea pig sometimes, but it does start iteratively. I think with the two guys often developing it together, they test each other, they kind of figure it out with them first, and then they kind of test case on me. I like to pretend in some ways like maybe I'm like the slightly less intellectual of the group. So like, let's see if I can get it as well. So if I can pass it, then it's probably doable for everyone. So sometimes that's good, but also we like to test it with our community and share it with people. Okay. We've got some people who are on our Discord all the time. They're super dedicated. We love them so much, and they will absolutely accept these puzzles with us and let us know if it's landing for them or if maybe something's too difficult. It's quite a balancing act to keep the puzzles challenging, but not too easy either. So we're always fighting that. And yeah, we just definitely use our community every time.
That's so cool. So there are a lot of books in this game. I mean, like books on books. Like I believe the character was only supposed to pack light, but that clearly didn't catch the memo on that. Like there's a ton of books in this game. So are you planning to even add some additional lore to like maybe if for I guess marketing purposes on the website being like, hey, here's some like notes about the game, and then like, or maybe have like a story, like a short story based on the game?
So what do you mean like creating a book journal?
Like either like creating like a little Easter egg lore, like, oh, here's a little like manual that we made, and then not realizing when you're reading the manual, there's like hidden lore about the game as well.
So funny that you bring that up. There is something physical in terms of ideation right now. We have zero commitment to for sure putting it out, but we have aspirations and ideas that we would like to see through. And I guess let's just say we'll see if budget allows.
Okay, you can say maybe, yeah. Or you can just say no comment as well. You know, I like that. Okay, you gotta tease them a little bit. You know,
it is something we're interested in. Let's say that.
Awesome. How is now speaking about the whole being from Canada as well? How has the Canadian support been like, especially as a develop like being a 3-person studio? What is something that you wish to see, but how has the journey been as well?
So for us, there's so much Canadian support. It's actually unbelievable. Whether it's people from the media side, we just had our first article with Mobile Syrup, which was great. But to
shout out to Brad. I know Brad's good friends.
Brad's amazing. And so yeah, we've had a lot of great opportunities in terms of getting to know more people from the Canadian side, but also there is a lot of people in Canada who are willing to give you their feedback or thoughts, or even just take a meeting and play the game and connect about it. people who are industry professionals. So we've been very fortunate. It seems like Canada likes to help Canada, and
Yes.
we're very big fans of that. So I won't name drop people, but there's been a lot of fantastic support from within the industry that we're so happy.
That's awesome. That's perfect. And I guess in a way, like since there's like a time loop esque in this game as well, was what inspired that to go this route? Was it like a specific game, or what's like the story behind that as well?
So I don't personally actually know 100% the time loop itself, where that fully came from, but I do know that the game in general gets so much inspiration from just like sci-fi things like Star Wars, not only just Star Wars, but just the space kind of world. And they like playing with things like physics and kind of time loops playing into physics and how things can go kind of haywire with that. So I know that they just have a lot of interest and have enjoyed that. And I think that's probably where it came from. But if you want a more definitive answer, I'm more than happy to go to the guys and get that for you.
We'll take your answer for it. I like your answer. Are the characters based out of anyone in real life?
Actually, I don't think that they are, but I'm sure that there are small bits that is inspired from people that they've known.
Inspired from people?
I don't think any true character is modeled after an existing human, but maybe there are characteristics of those people that we know from real life.
Awesome. And I guess final question is, you already said you're planning to release later on this year. Is there like a certain month, or I guess Q4? And I guess for one platforms as well, just for everyone else to know.
Yeah, so we will for sure be releasing on PC, Steam and Epic. We are hoping to release on consoles. And as far as the actual release date, we will be teasing that a little bit later this year. So make sure you are following Exnilo on socials for that.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time. This has been a blast. You're full of energy. I just love everything you guys are doing. And everyone, please go not only wish this the game, but check out the demo as well, so that you can also add in your feedback as well. Was there anything else you want to add in just in case?
No, I think thank you so much, Marcel. This has been amazing. I really appreciate you taking the time for checking out the game, and
absolutely
to see you along the ride for our launch.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.